Orange chicken is everywhere. Since I moved to America, I see it on all the Chinese American menus and it is super, super popular. My version is a slightly lighter version in that you get those crispy coated pieces of chicken, but you get that glossy sauce without having to deep fry that chicken. I have a little method for it. It's very simple to do and it starts off in a bowl with some chicken thighs. I'm gonna add a touch of baking powder. Now, I know this feels like a strange little method, but this is one that I use for my bang bang chicken salad. It's one I use for chicken wings. It's one that I use quite a lot because it's very, very easy to do and it results in really crispy chicken. So I've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder, which is gonna help create this crispy coating. I also have about 1 teaspoon of salt, and it's just a case of mixing that through and giving that chicken a nice coating. So once you have those little pieces all coated, I'm just going to transfer them out onto a wire rack and make sure that they have a nice bit of space in between each one so that they get really super crispy. Now, the reason I'm laying this out on a wire rack in my baking tray is to ensure that I get a really crispy finish to this chicken. This now is going to go into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 25 minutes. And the trick here is that halfway through the cooking time, I'm gonna brush it with a little bit of oil. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous and like it's not gonna do that much, but it really does make a difference to the color and the end finish to this chicken. So do make sure to take it out halfway through the cooking time and just give it a little brush. Now, the sauce to go in alongside this chicken is a very simple one to make up, and it takes just a few store-cupboard ingredients that start off with some dark brown sugar that goes into the pot. I have a touch of corn flour to add a little bit of thickness in here. I'm going to add in some orange juice because this is orange chicken and you gotta add the sweetness and the stickiness and the juiciness that's gonna be added through the orange juice. We also add a teaspoon of sesame oil, just for that sort of nutty fragrance in there. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce and a good glug of rice wine vinegar, which is going to add that essential acidity in a sauce like this. If you think about it, we've got the saltiness from the soy sauce, we've got the sweetness from that sugar and the orange juice. That rice wine vinegar is that essential kick that you're going to need to really round out the flavor here. Now, those are your sort of store-cupboard ingredients. The next thing we need to do is talk about the aromatics. I've got a chili, I've got some garlic, and I've got some ginger, and I just need to finely grate these up. Okay, that's the garlic in. Give it a nice little tap off and just scrape up all of that lovely little mush and stick it straight in the pot. Now, with the chili, I just want a nice fine slice on it. So nice little thin slivers of chili going in here. And the spiciness is totally up to you, but you do want to check your chili and make sure you don't blow people's heads off with this. It's all about a subtle spiciness in a sauce like this. So, chili goes in. And now this all gets put on a nice high heat just until that sauce comes together and it becomes really glossy and sticky. Now, after a few minutes or so, this sauce begins to really thicken up, and once you've brought it up to a nice steady simmer, you'll just start seeing these little bubbles emerge. And it smells so wonderful, but look at that sweet, sticky sauce. You can just see how glossy this is going to be over the chicken. So I'm going to turn off the heat and grab my chicken from the oven. Now, these little nuggets that come out of the oven don't look like much right now, but when you add them to this sticky, gorgeous glaze, they become something truly special. So just grab up these little pieces, still hot from the oven, and pop them into the sauce. It is amazing, that little bit of baking powder. You can hear the crunch. It is such a special little method that works really well. So once you have all your little chicken pieces in, give this all a good stir up, and you want each little chicken coated in that fantastic sauce, and it is just steaming and gorgeous. I mean, look at that glossy little pieces of chicken in that sticky, sweet and salty sauce. This is a thing of beauty, and at this point now, you just have to serve it up because it is so warm and so delicious, it would be a shame to let it go. Now, to serve this up, I have some fried rice, which I've just fried up. And I'm gonna serve this out just in a nice, generous looking bowl. The egg fried rice is a recipe which I make all the time. I have a full recipe for it on my website, and there's a video for it right here on YouTube, and I will leave the link for it. But it's a simple one that's very easy to make, and It is the perfect addition to this orange chicken in all its glossy, sticky, orangey goodness. Look at that. You need nothing else to finish that off. I'm just gonna give it a last little taste just to make sure we're in the right direction. Oh man, I mean, there is so much flavor going on here. You've got that stickiness wrapped around that crunchy chicken. It is so easy to do, and you don't even have to crack out a deep fat fryer. If you like the look of this and you want to get the recipe for this lighter orange chicken, you will get it in the box below over on my website. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go and do it. Click that subscribe button. Give me a big like, leave me a comment if this is the orange chicken you have been craving. And until then, my friends, I will see you soon. Goodbye.